Welcome all to TED Talk Granite Bay. My name is Michael Brooding, and today I will be discussing with you guys what a growth mindset is and what a fixed mindset is, why you should work towards a growth mindset, and the negative effects of a fixed mindset. So I want to be honest with you guys, at this point in your lives, you most likely will be unsuccessful, and that is due to the mindset that you guys hold. Most people have fixed mindsets, and that's a problem because with growth mindsets, we can be a lot more successful in our lives. So to begin, a growth mindset is held by people who believe that they can build upon their talent and that they're not born with a fixed or stagnant set of skills/knowledge. So to build upon your talent, you need to be responsive to criticism, you need to learn from your mistakes, and you need to face challenges head on. People with a growth mindset are able to do this. On the other hand, with a fixed mindset, people typically avoid these situations where they fail or where they make mistakes, because when you make a mistake with a fixed mindset, you don't know how to be responsive to that criticism and you don't know how to learn from that past failure. So you try to avoid those situations, but that doesn't help you in life, because if you make a mistake on something, you need to improve. Because if I keep making a mistake, let's say on the soccer field, if I never work towards it, I'm going to be in the same place as where I was, a couple months ago when I made that mistake. But if I try to grow, if I try to face on that problem head on and I respond to the criticism my teammates and coaches give me, then I'll be able to grow not only as a player, but as a person. So leading into this, I'm going to tell you guys a little personal story about me. A lot of you can probably relate because it has to do with sports and it has to do with a growth versus fixed mindset. So I've been playing soccer since I was 5 now, so probably around 13 years. And I would say I was always one of the better players on my team. I was pretty good. I didn't have to work too hard towards it. I feel like I was born with, a decent set of skills when it came to soccer, and it just came naturally. So obviously I got a decent amount of playing time. I was one of the better guys on the field. And it was good, I enjoyed it, but I think I got kind of caught up in that fixed mindset because I was like, okay, I'm one of the best ones out here. Why do I need to try as hard? Why do I need to try to grow as a player? And then varsity soccer came around my senior year, and while I made the team, I was kind of riding the bench. I wasn't getting much playing time, and it kind of, it's not a good feeling when you go from playing all 90 minutes to getting maybe 5 minutes right at the end of the game. So I kind of realized, okay, maybe I haven't been working as hard. Maybe I haven't been, responding to the criticism that I've gotten on a couple of my play styles. So maybe I need to grow. So I sought help from my coaches. I started working harder. I faced the challenges head on for where my mistakes were, and I learned from my mistakes. And by changing my perspective and not being embarrassed to seek help and not being embarrassed that I was making mistakes, I was able to fix those errors, and I was able to grow as a player and a person. And, that really helped me increase playing time. I started a couple games. I was playing more than just 5 minutes at the end of the game. So by changing just my overall mindset, I was able to enjoy the sport of soccer again and, be more successful in my life. So I feel like that's just a good story for everyone to hear, because it shows that even though I had a fixed mindset, by changing kind of the way I perceived that situation, I was able to grow there, kind of switching over to a growth mindset. So the problems with a fixed mindset is you are going to avoid embarrassing situations or situations that there is a chance of failure. And this is a problem because you probably won't be able to get farther than where you are. If you don't try new things, if you don't learn from your mistakes, you'll be where you started. You can't really move forward if you're not trying. So you kind of have to put yourself out there. And I know it's scary, but what you got to do is you got to change your perspective. You have to realize, okay, I need to be able to take these this constructive constructive criticism. I need to be able to face this challenge head on, and I need to be able to work towards this goal, realizing that will put me out of my comfort zone. So just another story that you guys can apply to your daily lives. I took a class in high school. It was AP Calc, and I've always been stronger in math. It was one of my better subjects. And then AP Calc came around. I was like, okay, math, maybe I'm not as strong as I thought I was. You know, I think I passed with C's or B's, and I had always gotten A's in the past in math. And I got caught up in a fixed mindset because I wasn't studying as much as I probably should have. I wasn't seeking help, and when I was getting bad grades on the quizzes, I was just trying to avoid, trying to solve that problem because I was honestly kind of embarrassed. And so what I did is I realized, okay, I need to seek help from my teachers. I need to change this. So once I started placing the blame on myself and realizing, okay, it's not the teacher's fault. It's not that I didn't have time last night to study. It's on me. I need to figure out what's going on. I need to face this challenge head on. So what I did is I started studying more. I sought help from friends and from teachers, and I admitted I needed help and that I needed to grow. I needed to increase my knowledge and set of skills, at least when it came to math, but just in general. So I got help. I went to Grizz time. I started getting better grades, and I grew as a math student. And by changing kind of the way I looked at that situation, I was able to grow grow as a person, but also grow within that class as a math student. And so you guys can apply that to your daily life, whether it is sports, whether it's a class you're struggling in, whether it's the work environment. You just need to accept the fact that you will make mistakes, but by making mistakes, if you look at it from the right perspective, you can grow from that and become more knowledgeable, be more talented, and be more skillful. And so I want to ask you guys, are you gonna change to a growth mindset after this? And it is difficult. It will be difficult, but I suggest taking baby steps. Maybe trying to face a challenge head on that you've been struggling with recently, but maybe just try to fix one thing about it, not the whole thing. Try to grow in one area of your life, not try to grow every single scenario or everything that you've failed in. So yeah, I want to ask you guys, hopefully you will take a growth mindset. I realize that without a growth mindset, we cannot succeed in life. So it's the end of our journey today, but the beginning of your journey to life with your new growth mindset. Hope you enjoyed the TED Talk.